Boom shakalaka. What's up, everybody? Hey, it's been a while, and I wanted to talk about the book of Revelation. Now, man, this is one of the most controversial, one of the hardest books in the Bible to really understand. And go figure, I have a different interpretation or understanding of what the book of Revelation is actually about. I mean, go figure, right? So I wanted to talk to you about three things that I think will help you understand what the book of Revelation is about. Now, the first thing is the book of Revelation was not written to you. It wasn't written to a group of Christians in the year 2000. You know what I mean? It was written to a group of churches that actually existed in the first century. And man, John was basically excommunicated to an island by the Romans because they couldn't kill him. And John, having a pastor's heart, heard about what's happening in churches and wanted to share a message of Jesus with those churches. And the thing is, they didn't have email back in the day, right? They didn't have a way to just send letters, through the post office. So John gets a revelation of Jesus, and he wants to share the news that he got from Jesus with the churches. But the people that were going to be delivering the message were the Romans, right? The Roman soldiers that were imprisoning John were going to be the ones that would be delivering the letter that John was writing. So it leads me to the second thing that I think will help you understand the book of Revelation. Is the entire book is written to call a group of followers of Jesus, the churches, to be overcomers. And the thing is whatever interpretation that you take with the book of Revelation is going to be like a pair of glasses, and you're going to see the entire book through those glasses, right? So if you're wearing, pink glasses, everything's going to be pink. If you're wearing blue glasses, everything's going to seem blue. So your interpretation of the book is kind of dependent on which interpretation you're actually deciding to use. And so for me, I see the book of Revelation as a pastor who's trying to get people that are following Jesus to be overcomers in the face of opposition. Now, who were the oppressors at the time of John? Man, the oppressors at the time of John were the Romans. So, in order to share a message of be an overcomer, because the oppressors are actually going to be overcome by the power and love of God. If a Roman is delivering that and he sees, the Romans are going to lose because Jesus is a winner, you know what I mean? Like it's not, that letter's not going to be delivered. So the key to understanding the book is realizing, one, it's written to encourage followers of Jesus to be overcomers. Two, it's also written in a language that the Romans won't understand, but the people who are reading it will understand. And I think the third thing that will help you understand the book of Revelation is the book of Revelation, for me, is a blueprint of how to finish the Great Commission, right? The Great Commission is to disciple all the nations and reach every single person on the planet with the good news of the gospel of the kingdom, right? Now, the book reveals that there's 5 enemies to stop the Great Commission. Now, I don't think that the book of Revelation is about future events that you need to watch the news to see if these events are happening, right? I think that releases fear, and I think fear is not from God. And what ends up happening is you look at bad things happening and saying, oh, this is what it talks about in the book of Revelation. So you embrace it rather than bringing the kingdom of God to bring transformation in these bad things. And that's what God has called us to do. It says in the end of the book of Revelation, the leaves of the tree are for the healing of the nations, right? So instead of looking at bad things happening, disasters, and saying, oh, this is what was prophesied in the book of Revelation. You say, man, as a follower of Jesus, I'm called to be a conqueror and overcomer. So how do I bring the kingdom into this situation? So there's 5 enemies in the book of Revelation that are trying to stop the Great Commission from being finished. And man, the best person that I know at teaching this, I learned most of what I know about the Great Commission from a guy named Alan Hawkins, pastor of a church in New Life City. And man, he has a verse by verse teaching through the book of Revelation, and he's done a bunch of free videos, and he let me give you access to those videos. So if you go over to bookofrevelationexplained.com, bookofrevelationexplained.com, you could just add your name and your email in the box and get a bunch of videos kind of explaining the cycles and what the symbolism means, and some of the myths of the book of Revelation will get debunked. He also has a verse by verse teaching you can get at that site called Apocalypse Now. And then he even did a Revelation in a Night where he gave a big picture overview of the entire book. And you can get that at bookofrevelationexplained.com. So man, if you want to understand more about the book of Revelation and not have it be about this future event that's going to be horrible until Jesus comes back, but you want to say, man, how can I discover how to be overcomer now? And how can I have the book of Revelation be a blessing to me and call me to do great things for God? Man, go check it out. bookofrevelationexplained.com. All right.